Updates on American Lithium Corp, Ozop Energy, and Hydrogen Systems stocks. So the resources in this video, the resources used for making this video comes from Charles Schwab. Charles Schwab is obviously a trading platform. It's by far the biggest and the most diverse, and the resources available are by far the best. So this is not a promotion, we're just giving credit to them because without them we won't have the resources to make this video. So we go on with American Lithium Corp. American Lithium Corp closed the session of the 21st of March 2021 at $2.20, and it says here price dropped through the 50-day moving average of $2.65 on below average volume. So moving on, we can see has a market cap of $342.8 million, 125.554 million shares outstanding. And moving on, we can see that it appears to be correcting within a longer term bullish trend. Is that the case? Okay, well, going by what has happened over the last 10 trading sessions, you can easily see that that might be the case. This is over the last 10 trading sessions or more. Although its MACD is presently below the signal line, shares remain 70% above an upward sloping 200-day moving average. Comparative relative strength analysis shows it's outperforming the S&P 500. Momentum for lithium, American Lithium, is strongly bearish. Okay, let's have a look. It's strongly bearish. Okay, that's what it's saying. The 14-period slow stochastic oscillator is falling as investors sell shares and drive the price lower. The unbalanced volume indicator shows that longer term accumulation has given way to near term selling pressure by traders. So coming back now, we can see the stock has, or based on this daily chart, it definitely correcting, and currently as at the close of that session, it wasn't below the 50-day trend line. So let's have a look over here. You can see based on the 1-minute live stream, where as at the close of the session, it was actually bullish and extending away from all of its short and intermediate trend lines. So let's have a look at the daily chart and see whether we can validate what we are looking at over there. So on that daily chart, we can also see that it's just converged with the 10-day trend line. It has converged with it, but trading below, or rather you can just say trading in between its short-term trend line. So well, I think it's consolidating. Technically yes, I would say yes. It's a buy if all the fundamentals are all right, because there's now a lot of issues coming out. People are going on to do due diligences on all of these mining stocks, and mining stocks have always had this history of having a lot of ifs and clauses surrounding them. So I know we've been covering the stock for some time, but you have to do your own due diligence. But technically, I would say, since it's consolidating, it's been doing so for some time on the daily chart, on the daily time frame. Yes, I would say technically yes, it's not that volatile. I would say if you want to get involved, by all means do so, just with a small amount of money, and see how it goes from there. So this now takes us to Ozop Energy. Ozop closed the session of the 21st, which is the 17th of March, at $0.133, and we can see we have a position in Ozop Energy. We have to point that out. It has a market cap of $434.1 million, 3.264 billion shares outstanding. And then moving down, we can see that Ozop appears to be correcting within a longer term bullish trend. Is that the case? Okay, well, for now, maybe if you want to go by what has happened over the last 10 trading sessions or more, maybe it's correcting, but as at the time the session ended, it was bullish. So although its MACD is presently below the signal line, Shares remain 177.6% above an upward sloping 200-day moving average. Comparative relative strength analysis shows it's lagging the S&P 500 index. Momentum for Ozop is strongly bearish. Let's see if we can validate that. Yes, it's not bullish. You can see it's tipping down. That's the 14-period stochastic oscillator. It's downward sloping. The 14-period stochastic oscillator is fallen as investors sell shares and drive the price lower. The unbalanced volume indicator shows that longer-term accumulation has given way to near-term selling pressure by traders. Okay, let's see if we can validate that as well. Shows that longer-term accumulation has given way to near-term selling pressure by traders. Okay, well, that's what it says. It doesn't look, evidently, it doesn't look as strong as it was at some point a few sessions ago. So we don't exactly have any fresh news concerning Ozop, but technically speaking, we can see it's, even though it's closed, it's saying it's the stock, it's the trend is a bearish one, but we can also see that of late, or rather just as the session closed, we can see, all right, okay, this is a run up some gain. Okay, you can see that oops, oh sorry, I think we don't have, this is the wrong chart, so we're not going to rely on that. I just noticed we have a wrong date there, so let's find out what's going on with Ozop here. So this is based on the 1-minute chart. It's saying it's it was quite bearish, so ignore what I said over there concerning because that chart was that of February. So let's have a look at the daily chart. Okay, yes, you can see evidently it's quite bearish. Yes, evidently it's quite bearish. So based on the daily chart, it's actually trading below all of its short-term trend lines. Based on the daily charts, all of its short-term trend lines. So let's quickly return to the 1-minute chart. So, and in the 1-minute chart as well, it's definitely bearish, so, but the 1-minute chart does not tell the whole picture. The better picture is the daily chart. So and our conclusions are usually based on this daily chart. So based on this daily chart, yes, technically as well, it's also presenting a very handsome opportunity for one to get in if you have not gotten involved. And fundamentally, I think there isn't any problem with it. So Ozop Energy, it's not a dodgy company or anything like that. So on a technical basis, Ozop is most certainly a buy. It's trading, it's currently, as a matter of fact, it's actually inched up a bit, so slightly bearish, so it's getting positive there. But even the 10-day trend line has even started to reflect some of that, but all the other ones have not started to reflect that. So technically, it's in the deep zone. It has already retraced to a level where it's now trading at a discount to these trend lines. So easily, it's a buy. So technically, so this will take us on now to hydrogen systems. Hydrogen systems closed that session at $0.026, and we can see we have a position there. Market cap of $522,700, 23.13 million shares outstanding. And moving down, we can see that momentum seems to be waning as well, and it says hydrogen systems appears to be in a strong bullish trend. Its 200-day moving average is upward sloping, and the MACD histogram is above zero. Comparative relative strength analysis shows that it's outperforming the S&P 500 index. So it shows hydrogen systems appears to be in a strong bullish trend. So let's look at that. Okay, strong bullish trend. So okay, that's not exactly what we're seeing here, and we got the dates correct on this. You can see it's 17th of March. That's the last session. Okay, it says strongly bullish. We don't exactly see that. Moving on, we can see momentum for hydrogen systems as measured by the 14-period stochastic oscillator is waning. This means that investors are less aggressive in their recent purchases and may even be taking profits from positions bought at lower prices. Evidently, yes, it's waning. Yes, we can see that. So in any case, though, this trend is obviously not, this reads what we're reading out is not, it's not it's not a one-day outcome. It's an outcome, or a cumulative outcome of 10 days. So going by that, yes, it could have been, when summing it up, the summation could be that it's still strongly bullish. So move on to see what the volume says. The unbalanced volume indicator is bullish. The slope of the indicator is positive and suggests that buyers are presently more active than sellers. Okay, so we can, well, you can see the unbalanced volume indicator is actually sloping down. Well, it says it's bullish, and says it's bullish. The slope is positive and suggests that buyers are presently more active than sellers. But we don't exactly see that. So we now go on and see what's going on on its live chart and see. Obviously it's not live now, but this was what happened just before the market closed. So before the market closed, okay, this is the daily chart as well, so we can actually evidently see as well that it's quite bearish, but all of its trend lines are still very much bullish. So, well, if you want to go by that, you can say it's if you want to go by the fact that the trend lines are still bullish, then you might as well do so. But based on this daily chart, hydrogen systems is actually bearish, of late. So we can see, yeah, for some sessions it was quite bearish. So, but let's see what the daily chart is saying. What the 1 minute chart is saying. The 1 minute chart saying it was actually still bullish as well. So if we want to rely on the daily chart, we can actually conclude that yeah, fundamentally I think so hydrogen systems, it's I have not seen any doubts concerning hydrogen systems as such, but technically it's slightly trading at a premium to some of its trend lines, but that is still not enough. I think it's actually correcting to some extent. So, and at the same time as well, it's a penny stock. If you want to ignore all of that, all of what the technicals are saying about the trend lines, all that stuff, by all means, get involved with hydrogen systems, and as always, put a small amount of money, not huge sums you can't afford to lose. So hydrogen systems, yeah, I can say, yeah, to some extent, by all means get involved. Okay, so if you're new to this channel, subscribe, like, and share. If you're already a subscriber, thank you very much for watching this video.